Good morning, welcome to day 30, I think, of Vegan January. So I'm home, so I'm back where I started. So today I am having porridge. I couldn't find much here, so I've got porridge with, I'll probably show it to you. I've got porridge with water, that was how I made it. And then because porridge with water isn't necessarily that nice, I added some blackcurrant jam, so there we go. I've also got a multivitamin and some water. So yesterday, Mum and I went to Prezzo, and it was amazing. Like the pasta I had, I think it's a penne arrabbiata. I had some ciabatta bread with olive oil and I think vinegar and olives. The olives were so good. So that's what we had. And I came back here, had some orange juice. Mum and Oscar had a milkshake from McDonald's, but I didn't. And then this morning I woke up with a sore throat, which has not been good. So lunch today is a joint effort. Mum has cooked, got here some pasta. So this is green, orange, tri-colour. And yeah, tri-colour. We've got whole wheat penne in there as well. And then we've got sauce made from canned tomato puree, onions, chilli, mixed herbs, vinegar, I think.
Basmati vinegar.
Oh yeah, balsamic vinegar.
Oh, it's basmati rice, isn't it?
Yeah, basmati rice. Water.
The bees become going senile.
No,
That
not
isn't
at
the word
all.
either, is it?
We've got some bread here, and I've got one without butter on, because yeah. Dad's returned from Devon.
Oh yeah.
Hi. Dinner time, so I seem to have developed a cold today. My voice got a bit strange, so I have got this vegetable soup, which I just found in Morrisons. It's a Savers vegetable soup. I've got it in this gigantic cup, which, there we go. I'm in the bathroom to do my sort of end of day update thing, because the lighting of course is amazing in here compared to everywhere else in the house in the evening. So there were just some things I wanted to talk about, and the first one was I made myself dessert. So I had like a chocolate avocado mousse, which I had one whole avocado, which was a bit excessive if I'm honest. Some of the Morrisons hazelnut spread, and then after that I did have hot chocolate. So I didn't take a picture of it or anything because I knew I was going to talk about it later, and I could have one because it was made with almond milk. So there we go. The things I wanted to talk about today is, for the first time since going vegan, I have a illness, I guess, because I know so many people who are vegan for a long time claim that it sort of helps them to build an immunity to disease and illness, and that they hardly ever get ill. This is something I have to own up to as a honest human being, and that is that so I woke up with a sore throat today, so I didn't know if it was going to be a cold or if I was actually going to have a throat infection. And the thing with a throat infection is paracetamol doesn't touch it, because it's actually like inflamed. Now what I did this morning was, the first thing that came to my mind when I had the sore throat was go for ibuprofen, because if it's a throat infection it should clear it up. The reason why I was so like desperate to clear it up was because Film Sock are doing a jam night, and I don't know whether that's the 2nd of February, which will be Tuesday, or the 20th of February, which will be I think a Saturday. So I thought, if it's the 2nd, that means that I have to be like okay to sing literally in 3 days time or something like that. I went to take ibuprofen. I read the back. It said ibuprofen with I think it was sucrose and lactose, and I get mixed up with lactic acid and lactose, because of course there have been multiple times before where I've refrained from having things because they have lactic acid in, and I associate that with lactose, and then I like completely forgot. It was actually from milk, and I only remembered when I was in the process of swallowing the ibuprofen, and it did go through my mind that I had only just swallowed it and there was the possibility of, like, yeah, but I was like, no, don't do that. That's unhealthy. And so I left it, and I just had to acknowledge that I may have failed the challenge. I don't know if that counts or not because it's medication, it's not like... Anyway, so since then, I have been taking paracetamol. There we go. I just forgot, and I know that's not a very good explanation. I am disappointed, but at the same time, that's not going to help anything. And this is the same, I guess, with being vegetarian, is I know so many people who are vegetarian, they have times where they just crave meat and they sort of give in and they eat meat and they feel so bad about it and they can't forgive themselves and they just think, okay, I can't do this anymore. I'm not good enough to be a vegetarian, I'm going to go back to eating meat. And it's the same with this, like, fair enough, I made a mistake, I did have something with lactose in. However, what I did not do was think, okay, I failed, I'm just going to have a cheese sandwich for my lunch and I don't care because I can't do this. I may as well sort of, you know, at least acknowledge that I've done, you know, that I can't do it and give up now. But I'm not, and I haven't had any animal products the rest of today. And then it's also made me sort of question if you should completely restrict something like an animal product from your diet if you have to take a medication that has it in, you know, like, where do you draw the line? Does medication count as part of the lifestyle? I don't know. So it's an interesting point to make, and it's not one I'd thought about before. Okay, so every now and then I do like a bit of TMI, because of course the whole point of vlogging it is that you want to talk about everything and you want to include everything that may or may not be significant. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I have done so many wheeze today and I don't even know why. Like, literally this evening, I've done like at least 4 or 5 this evening, like in the past 5 hours. Yeah, which is crazy. And then a few times throughout the day as well. Maybe it's because I've had like high water content in my food. There we go. It's interesting. Thank you and good night.